We are talking about the Arboretum, and the Arboretum gets us thinking about apples. And you know, the bottom line is it is a perfect weekend to pick apples anywhere.
Right. And this morning's Grow with Care, we head to the south of the Twin Cities to an orchard where volunteers pick apples for a great cause.
That's right. The program is called Fruits of the City. Take a look.
We called it Hilltop Apple Stop when we bought the place on top of the hill and decided to plant some apple trees. We thought Hilltop Apple Stop would be a good combination.
Well, Bob, it is prime time for apples across the state, but you would be amazed on how many actually go to waste.
Right, and we found an organization that's doing something about that.
That's right. They're figuring out exactly where this fruit is and how to get it to the right people.
It started in 2009, and a woman actually called the Minnesota Project and said, I have so much fruit, I don't know what to do with it, can you guys help? I took a few programs and meshed those together to make Fruits of the City, with the goal of taking that excess fruit that would otherwise go to waste and giving it to food shelves.
We planted 500 trees here, 100 a year for 5 years, and then I started looking around and saying, boy, this is getting to look like a lot of work.
Fruits of the City, along with Second Harvest Heartland, were invited by Ralph and Karen to the Hilltop Apple Stop.
And this year, the apples were just a gift from the Lord. They were just awesome.
They brought along 30 volunteers from Blue Cross Blue Shield and Target to pick the apples. And in 3 hours, they picked nearly 6,000 pounds.
And it's just a very natural complement. We work in concert together very well, and the end result is the same, is that we're getting more fresh, nutritious apples to go out to those who need it. Picking these apples is so important too, because our food shops are just crying for more food. The demand has increased so significantly. We're seeing about 28% increases at food shelves across the area.
So we started in 2009, we donated 15,000 pounds. 2010, we donated 23,000 pounds, and our goal is 36,000 pounds this year.
The main thing is that if people are in a position to do this, do it. That's my advice. It's a sharing that we have looked forward to for a long time. We're blessed very much, and I like to share that.
He got emotional. I mean, he was a nice guy.
Ralph is a phenomenal guy.
Nice
Him and his wife gave me some apple butter that I have been enjoying ever since. So thank you, Karen. And his brother Stanley was there with his wife. And I feel bad I don't remember his wife's name, but I apologize. The bottom line is they're fabulous people. They're doing a great cause, a great thing. But you know what? If you don't have 500 trees, if you have 2 trees, Fruits of the City would also like to hear from you.
Right. If you got a tree that's in fruit and you're not going to use it, give them a call. They can certainly use it, and you'll be helping some great people.
And they will actually come and pick it all. So it's all good.
Right.
Just go to KARE11.com and click on to gardening, and that's where you'll find the story and also all the links to Second Harvest Heartland and also Fruits of the City. Thank you for letting us know about that, Heidi. We do appreciate it. Now, it is getting cooler, so they tell me, because I didn't know this, it is the time to plant your peonies.
It's a great time. The Minnesota Peony Society is holding its fundraising root auction today. The event is at Bachman's on Lindale Avenue South.
There's a demonstration on digging up and dividing peonies at noon, and the peony auction starts at 1, and it features a variety of colors and hard-to-find flowers. I love peonies. I should go and check it out. That would be a lot of fun if we could do that. We are going to head to Plymouth, and we have Steve on the line. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
How are you?
Great.
Happy autumn.
Same to you.
Yeah, and what is your question this morning?
I've noticed in the last few weeks in my yard that we have a lot of like about 1 inch diameter holes that like something is dug into the ground, and I'm not quite sure what that is.
And you didn't get your yard aerated, right? No, I'm kidding.
That's what it almost looks like.
Phantom aeration. No.
You're like, wow, they did it for me. What a nice gift.
A lot of times, I mean, if you're walking on there and it's not loose, and you can feel mole runs, more than likely it's birds or somebody. You probably have grubs or something in the soil, and it's the birds picking through. If you've noticed a lot of birds, that's probably the thing that's going on right now. Good luck.
Right.
Squirrels too, something digging.
Yeah, well, and they know that it's getting colder, right? Absolutely. So anything you can do about that?
Well, you could put down a grub killer right now if you wanted to, which if you haven't, it's probably a great idea.
Okay, all right. We're going to head to beautiful Amory, and we have Sydney on the line. Good morning, Sydney. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I am great.
How is Amory this morning?
Well, it's getting to be a little sunnier than it was earlier.
Yeah, it's a little more cloudy there on the eastern side of the city in
You're
western
right.
Wisconsin. Well, tell us what your question is this morning.
Well, I purchased a rose tree this summer, and it's beautiful, and I was wondering how I could keep it through the winter.
Oh,
well,
that's a
on
good
a rose
question.
tree, the problem is there's two grafts. There's a graft down here and there's a graft up top. You need the best thing I could advise you to do is dig a trench, you know, bury it in the trench, cover it with soil, put something on it like bags of leaves or something, and then pull it up again in the spring. But once the leaves start to yellow and fall off, then prune it back a little bit and bury it. You can look it up. It's called the Minnesota tip method.
Yep.
And it'll work in Wisconsin too.
It will, absolutely. That's right, in Amory. And you can go on to the Extension Service and they have information there. But you do have to be careful when you tip it up. But that will hopefully save it.
Yeah, it will.
Absolutely.
It will definitely do it.
All right.